Hi, this is Ernie. I'm that guy who had $6 in his checking account to now having millions of dollars. For those who are struggling financially, for those who are struggling to generate more money or make more money, this is the video that you want to watch. Why? Because I'm going to show you how to make money with couple clicks every single week and make hundreds, thousands, or in my cases, tens of thousands of dollars every single week without getting a new degree, without getting some type of certification, without having to study too much for 4 years at your college. None of that. Not sourcing something and building website and selling something on through Shopify or Amazon. None of those. All you have to do is learn my techniques so that you'll be able to generate money at home, spending about 30 minutes every single week. But before I show you, I'm going to show you comments and messages that I've been getting from my followers. So you hear from them, not from me. Hear from them the type of success that they had. Sorry about that little light. So let's start with one of the first messages. This is from one of my videos. I think this one, I got about 2.5 million views. Sold first put, made $20. Tried it with a small amount of money, and look, now 6 weeks later, I'm making about $100 a week. And you might say, only $100. We're talking about spending 30 minutes on Monday morning. And that's for about $400 a month. $400 a month might be sufficient enough for you to pay all your grocery bills, or in some cases, your car loan. This is not an insignificant amount of money. Let me show you another one. He actually, I don't know if it's a he or she, but this has been one of my biggest follower. Slow selling options in March, up $140,000 from selling options alone. Yes, this follower made $140,000 selling options alone. That's somebody's salary. Yes, that's somebody's salary. This is the type of money that you can make. Another follower sent me a message. I love your educational video. Made $450 in premium. That's options premium this week. If we're talking about, right, look, this success week over week, that is more than double my rent. Correct. This is a life-changing skill that you can learn. And think, $450 a week, meaning in 4 weeks, 4 times that is $1,800. Yes, $1,800 you can make every single month. That could cover a lot of your expenses. Let's go to another one. Retired. Yes, retired at age 49. I was able to retire in my 40s as well by watching my video, doing what I do, able to generate weekly income, so much that this person, it's a she retired at 49. This could be you. A lot of people say, oh, your tactics, it doesn't really work. It's so risky, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's risky if you are buying options. But if you are selling them, it's not that risky. And look, accumulated return, 10%. That's actually, it's quite good. And that's just selling options on a regular basis. Another person, it's a she, made over $10,000 ever since watching my video. Used to have anxiety over money. Now she's able to take her kids to China without having to worry about money. And this is the type of things you can do. It's not just about building wealth, but things that you couldn't do before because you couldn't afford to travel or you could afford to buy something. Now you can do this because you're generating money. Another person, freedom, first day of freedom from 9 to 5. Sold $2,000 today. That's usually about a week, not just on a daily basis. That's $8,000 a month in income. So this could be your side income, this could be your main income, but that's $8,000. They could pay most of your bills and you could probably save as well. So how do you make this money? One, you need to have some money. So if you don't, you need to start investing and start budgeting, start finding money, have a side hustle, and opening a SoFi account. And that's my recommendation. There are a bunch of others. They're going to overwhelm you with a lot of data and information. So if you go to my profile, there's a SoFi link. If you open an account, they give you free $25. So for those who have never invested or say, I don't have money to invest, they're willing to give you free $25 so that they can help you build wealth. So start there. And you can learn how to do this by watching my first pinned video in my profile. It's the first one on the upper left-hand corner. If you have done some investing, but you've never dabbled in options, this is the book. Very similar to my strategy. How to turn every Friday into payday using weekly options. This is pretty much what I do. Slightly different, but you can watch step-by-step videos in my watch list called Leveraging Options so that you can follow. I show literally how to do it, how to select a strike price, how to put an order, how to do you'll see everything. And rather than people saying, oh, you should do X, Y, and Z, I'll show you how much money I made using my Charles Schwab screen so that you know this is not a BS. And if you're somebody that has to read and write notes and learn, this is an amazing book, and I'll put it in my, I put a link in this particular video. But learning it is going to fundamentally change your life, and you're going to be the next person that's going to send me these messages and say, hey, because of your approach, I am making money every single week. And if you go back to, there's another watch list called Success Stories. Somebody who was able to buy Christmas presents for the first time for his family. These are the type of impacts you could make by leveraging options, selling options, so that you could generate weekly income. I know you're going to have a lot of questions. If you leave me comments, I'll respond to you within 24 hours. Direct messages, I'm really, really behind because I've been bombarded with them. But I'm here to help you. None of my videos there's no paywall. Everything is completely free. So all you have to do is watch and learn. And this, you might be able to get it from the library. I encourage you to use public library to get a copy and read rather than buying it, so that whatever money you're going to spend, you could invest. But if you really want it, get a copy with a couple friends, right? One copy, share with a couple friends, talk about it so that you can build a small community of investors that you could trust and discuss with. Anyway, thanks for watching. And hopefully today you will make a determination to either start investing or start learning about selling options, not buying options, selling options so that you can learn to generate meaningful weekly income. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to follow for more investment tips and how to generate weekly income as well as money saving tips. And then again, try to tell your friends about it so that you guys can do this together. And don't forget to check this book out. It's an amazing, amazing book. And this will fundamentally change your life forever. And your perception of, I need tens of millions of dollars to retire is going to change. You could pretty much retire with $250,000. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.